I don't have many subscribers and I am not good at talking to the camera, but what I have been able to do in the past year is completely change my life. I've lost a whole bunch of weight, I started running, and I've completely changed the way I view myself and my level of confidence and self-respect. This is my attempt to try to share that with you and how I did that, and hopefully you gain something from this. Step one is literally to just determine your goals. It's not just to make a goal for yourself. You can say, I want to run a marathon by the end of 2025, or I want to start a business by the end of 2025. That is not enough. You need to find why. Why do you want to achieve these things? Because the why is what's going to keep you going throughout the year. Because I promise you, within the course of 365 days, there will be more than a few days where you just don't feel like doing it. You feel like giving up. That why is what is going to get you through those days. For example, my goal was to lose weight, to get healthier, and to improve my confidence. Why did I want to achieve these things? Well, for me, it was a little more drastic. I got hospitalized for my health. I literally would look at photos of myself and just see how I looked. I had zero self-confidence. I hated taking pictures. I hated going out because I just didn't like the way I looked. Step number 2, once you already have your goals and your whys for these goals, is to take these year-long goals and break them down. You can do this by breaking yearly goals into monthly goals, into weekly goals, and eventually into daily goals, as long as you get from yearly goals to daily goals. And this is important because these year-long goals are super overwhelming. That's the whole reason why they're big goals, is because they are unachievable in a matter of days or weeks. These goals are supposed to be big and scary because they're life-changing goals, but they're overwhelming. So we break these down into smaller achievable goals that add up by the end of the year. So for example, if your goal, like my goal was, to lose weight, let's say you want to lose 50 pounds. 50 pounds over 50 weeks, that's 1 pound a week. 1 pound a week over 7 days is 500 calorie deficit every single day. So in order to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year, I have to be in a 500 caloric deficit every single day. That's much more achievable than thinking to myself, I want to lose 50 pounds. And the last step, and the most important step, like nothing else matters if you don't do this step, and that is consistency. I know that sounds corny. I know that sounds freaking Instagram guru, want to sell you a course type thing, but consistency is the only way you can achieve these goals. If you consistently meet those daily goals, I promise you those days will add up and you will be able to achieve that year-long goal. You can't just rely on motivation. I made a video the other day about discipline. I don't think you should watch it because it's a pretty bad video, but essentially what I explain is that discipline is trust in yourself. Your level of discipline is determined by how much confidence you have in yourself, how much trust in yourself you have to do these things. You can't just rely on motivation because motivation will fade away. I promise you, watching a freaking David Goggins video every morning isn't going to work. It's eventually going to stop working. You're going to get tired of it and you're going to lose that motivation. But if you pride yourself in consistency, you pride yourself in like, okay, this is what I have to do daily, and as long as I do this, then it's a good day. If you pride yourself in that, I promise you that is how you achieve these type of goals. There were so many days where I just didn't feel like dieting anymore. I didn't feel like cooking, or maybe I felt like eating freaking gummy worms, or I didn't feel like running. But what got me through those days was I told myself, okay, I can give in to these temporary satisfactions, right? I can eat this bag of gummy worms, or I can do what I told myself I was going to do and stick to the diet. Because as soon as I finish these bags of gummy worms, the satisfaction goes away. The truth is, if you can find a way to show up every single day, regardless of your freaking motivation or your temptations or how you feel, if you can find a way to show up every day, or at very least most of the days, you will achieve whatever goals you have. I promise you this.